There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is DJ Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on
and as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Seahawks.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Bills nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
TJ Yeldon.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's TJ Yeldon. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third and short, the fullback DeMarco. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
It's now second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To punt for the Seahawks.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And just a yard to go here on second down. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
42-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen's throw is complete. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-0.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Yeldon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. That's a run. They're running it. Mike 27. Mike 27.
From the gun, it's Allen. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
His kick.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Dorsett making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
17 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Complete to Tyler Lockett. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Carson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Bills nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to win.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the...
Don't stop. Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over first.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
A gain of 5.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike. Hey, alert. Shoot. Hey, run left. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Allen now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Great digs on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That one complete to Yeldon.
Allen.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen, and that's caught by Beasley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Allen to Beasley, 1st down Buffalo. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
On the Seahawks 14-yard line.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. T.J. Yeldon unable to find a lane. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. First down, a run with Hyde. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down by A.J. Klein. It's a gain of
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49, guys. Slow down.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
16,
Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to them.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down, high, and not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run on first down. Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run again with Carson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
14, 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.